Have you ever looked at a stray cat and wondered what story it holds? For Angelo, a stray cat she named Star was about to write a story that would change her family's life forever. When Star first appeared in Angelo's backyard, she was a ghost, a flash of fur, a pair of wary eyes, and then she was gone. Angelo, a lifelong animal lover, couldn't just ignore her. She started leaving out food and fresh water, hoping to earn the trust of this beautiful but skittish creature. Days turned into weeks. The food disappeared each night, but Star remained a phantom. Angelo would sit by her window, catching fleeting glimpses of the cat as she cautiously approached the food bowl. She was a mix of calico and tabby, with a distinctive star-shaped patch of white fur on her chest, which is how she got her name Star. It seemed fitting for a creature that appeared only in the twilight. Angelo would talk to her through the glass, her voice soft and reassuring. "It's okay, little one. You're safe here." Slowly, very slowly, Star started to linger a little longer each day. The first time she didn't bolt when Angelo opened the back door was a major victory. Taming Star was a lesson in patience. Angelo learned that trust isn't given, it's earned, one quiet moment at a time. She would sit on her back porch, not moving, just being present. Eventually, Star started to associate her presence with safety, not danger. The breakthrough came one chilly evening when Star, after finishing her meal, didn't retreat into the shadows. Instead, she sat at the edge of the porch, watching Angelo with those big, intelligent eyes. Angelo extended a hand slowly, and after a long, tense moment, Star took a step forward and brushed against her fingertips. It was a fleeting touch, but it felt monumental. From that day on, their bond grew. Star began to allow pets, her rumbling purr a reward for Angelo's persistence. She was still a wild spirit, preferring the outdoors, but she now had a home base, a person she trusted. She would greet Angelo with a little meow and a leg rub whenever she came home. Angelo's family also fell in love with the fiercely independent cat who had chosen them. Star was no longer just a stray, she was part of the family. But Star had another secret. One morning, Angelo noticed Star seemed a bit plumper. She was also more affectionate than usual, constantly seeking out soft places to nap. The suspicion grew, and a trip to the vet confirmed it. Star was going to be a mother. The family prepared a cozy, quiet nesting box in the laundry room, hoping she would choose the safety of the indoors to have her kittens. And one night, she did. Angelo found her nestled in the box, surrounded by a tiny, squirming litter of 6 kittens. The transformation in Star was incredible. The once wary stray became the most doting and protective mother. She barely left her kitten's side, cleaning them, feeding them, and showering them with a fierce, unconditional love. Watching her care for her babies was a beautiful sight. Angelo's family was captivated by the little bundles of fur. Each one had a unique personality starting to emerge. It was a house full of joy and tiny mews. Star seemed to have finally found her true purpose, her safe haven. She had everything a cat could ever want: a loving family, a warm home, and her own precious babies to care for. Life settled into a happy, purring routine. The kittens grew, their eyes opened, and they began to explore their world with clumsy curiosity under Star's watchful eye. The family enjoyed every moment, completely unaware that their quiet life was about to be turned upside down. The hero they had rescued was about to rescue them right back. It happened on a quiet Tuesday night. The family was fast asleep, the house still and dark, but something was wrong. In the early hours of the morning, a strange noise cut through the silence. It wasn't a kitten's playful squeak. It was a frantic, desperate cry. A sound Angelo had never heard Star make before. It was a scream. Angelo's eyes shot open. The sound was insistent, piercing. She sat up in bed, her heart starting to pound. Star was crying out over and over again, a sound of pure panic. Angelo threw off the covers and ran out of her bedroom. The hallway was hazy, and a strange, acrid smell hung in the air. Smoke. Following Star's relentless cries, she raced towards the laundry room. Star was at the door, scratching frantically, her voice raw with desperation. Angelo swung the door open and was met with a scene of controlled chaos. Star was nudging her kittens, pushing them towards the hallway, away from the kitchen. That's when Angelo saw it. The glow from the kitchen was getting brighter. She peered around the corner and her blood ran cold. Flames were licking up the kitchen wall from a faulty electrical outlet behind the refrigerator. The smoke detector hadn't gone off yet, but the fire was growing fast. Panic seized her for a second, but Star's urgent meows snapped her back to reality. "Dad, Mum, fire," Angelo screamed, her voice cracking. Her parents' door burst open, their faces a mixture of confusion and alarm. There was no time to waste. "Get out! The kitchen's on fire," Angelo yelled. While her parents scrambled to get outside, Angelo turned her attention back to the kittens. Star was a furry whirlwind, nudging her babies one by one out of the room. Angelo scooped up two of the tiny, terrified kittens, her hands trembling. Her dad grabbed another two on his way out. They worked together in the smoky haze, a frantic ballet of survival. Star was incredible. She didn't run. She stayed, herding her litter, making sure every single one was moving towards safety. Her instincts as a mother were overridden only by her instinct to protect her entire family, human and feline. Once her parents and 4 of the kittens were safely in the front yard, Angelo went back for the last 2. Star was right there, circling the remaining kittens, her cries now a mix of fear and encouragement. Angelo grabbed them and ran, Star right at her heels. Outside, huddled on the lawn in the cold night air, they watched as firefighters arrived and battled the blaze. The kitchen was destroyed, but the rest of the house was saved, and so were they, all of them. Angelo held Star close, stroking her fur, which was singed in places. The cat trembled in her arms, but she was alive. Her kittens were safe, huddled together in a laundry basket someone had brought out, all except one. In the chaos, one of the kittens hadn't made it out. The family mourned the tiny life, but their grief was overshadowed by overwhelming gratitude. If it weren't for Star, they might not have woken up at all. The fire chief said they were incredibly lucky. The faulty wiring had created a slow-burning fire that produced a lot of smoke before the flames became visible, and by the time the smoke detector would have likely gone off, it might have been too late. Star, with her sensitive nose and motherly instincts, had sensed the danger long before any human or machine could. This stray cat, this once fearful creature they had patiently coaxed into their lives, had become their guardian angel. She hadn't just found a home, she had saved it. Star was more than a pet, she was a hero. Her story is a powerful reminder that sometimes the ones we rescue end up rescuing us in the most unexpected ways. It's a testament to the incredible bond between humans and animals. A bond built on trust, patience, and a love that can literally save lives. So next time you see a stray, maybe think of Star, the cat who came in from the cold and became a family's fiery protector. Thanks for watching. If this story touched your heart, please give it a like and subscribe for more incredible true stories. We'll see you next time.